Max, I want to try something.
Okay. I am slightly nervous.
I am going to give you a situation. And I want you to tell me exactly what you would say in English.
All right. Go.
You are in a coffee shop. The person behind you accidentally bumps into you and spills your drink. What do you say?
Okay. I would say, "Oh, don't worry about it. These things happen."
Perfect. Natural. Easy. Now imagine you did not know those words. Imagine you just stood there, silent. Not because you are rude, but because you did not have the English for that moment.
And the other person thinks you are angry, or cold, or unfriendly, when actually you just did not know what to say.
This happens to English learners every single day. Not in big, important conversations. In tiny, ordinary ones. The coffee shop. The office. The street. The elevator.
The conversations that happen in 30 seconds, but stay in your head for 30 minutes.
Today, we are giving you the English for those moments. The real, natural, everyday conversations that you need in real life.
Welcome to Real Life English, the podcast. I'm Max.
And I'm Emma. And today's episode is Real English Conversations You Need Every Day.
Today, you are getting 3 things. First, real conversation scenarios from daily life with natural English responses. Second, the expressions and phrases that native speakers actually use in these moments. And third, a simple framework to handle any unexpected English conversation with confidence.
B1 and B2 level today, but honestly, every level needs this.
Subscribe if you are new. Every week, we are here.
And your comment homework, tell us, which everyday English conversation do you find the hardest? A phone call? Small talk? Saying no politely? Write it below. We read every single one. Max. Let us start with the conversations that happen before you even plan for them.
The surprise conversations.
Yes, someone talks to you and you were not ready. And your brain has about 1 second to find the right words.
These are the hardest ones because you cannot prepare a perfect sentence. You just have to respond.
Situation 1. Someone compliments you. They say, "I really like your bag. Where did you get it?"
And most learners say, "Thank you," and then stop. Completely.
Which is fine, but it closes the conversation. And the other person feels a little awkward.
So what do you say instead?
You say, "Oh, thank you so much. I got it from a little shop near my house, actually. I love it too."
And suddenly, it is a conversation, not just an exchange.
The key expression here is actually. Actually adds a natural conversational quality to English. I got it from a little shop, actually. I have had it for years, actually. It makes you sound relaxed and natural.
Situation 2. You do not understand something someone said.
This one is so important because most learners either pretend they understood and then everything goes wrong, or they say sorry in a very small, embarrassed voice and hope the situation goes away.
Neither of those works well.
What actually works is this. Say clearly, "I am sorry. Could you say that again? I want to make sure I understood correctly."
And that sentence does something powerful. It does not just ask for a repetition. It tells the other person, "I care about understanding you properly."
Which is actually a very respectful thing to say. not embarrassing at all.
To make sure I understood correctly is the key phrase here. It turns a moment of confusion into a moment of care.
Situation 3. Someone asks you a question, and you need time to think.
And the silence feels terrible. And you rush to say something, anything, just to fill it.
And what comes out is not what you meant to say.
So what do?
You buy time, naturally, with phrases like, "That is a good question. Let me think about that." Or, how do I put this? Or, give me just a second.
All of these sound completely natural. Native speakers use them constantly.
The pause is not weakness. The pause is confidence. A confident person is not afraid of silence.
And the person waiting for your answer does not think you are slow. They think you are thoughtful.
So let the pause happen. Fill it with a natural phrase. And then speak.
Okay, let us talk about the conversations that people avoid the most.
Which ones?
Saying no, disagreeing, and ending a conversation.
Oh, yes. These 3. They feel so uncomfortable in a second language.
Because in your own language you have a dozen ways to soften them, to make them feel polite and natural. And in English, you are not sure if what you are about to say sounds rude.
So you either say yes when you mean no, or you agree when you disagree, or you stay in a conversation 20 minutes longer than you wanted to.
Laugh, the conversation that you do not know how to leave.
The longest conversation of your life. Because you do not have the exit phrase.
So, saying no politely. What are the real natural ways?
The most useful one is, "I appreciate you asking, but I am afraid I cannot." Or, "That sounds great, but it does not quite work for me right now."
Notice both of these start with something positive. You appreciate. It sounds great. You are not attacking. You are just declining.
"I am afraid I cannot" is a particularly beautiful phrase. "I am afraid" does not mean you are scared. It is a polite softener. A gentle way of saying, unfortunately,
"Am afraid I cannot make it on Saturday. I am afraid that does not work for me. I am afraid I disagree with that."
disagreeing politely. What is the natural way?
My favorite is, "I see it a little differently, actually." Or, "That is interesting." I would probably say,
Both of these acknowledge what the other person said. You are not dismissing them. You are just offering a different view.
I want to push back on something here, actually.
Go ahead.
I think learners sometimes over-soften their disagreements. They add so many cushions that the disagreement disappears entirely. And the other person thinks, "You agreed."
That is a really fair point. You want to be polite, but you also want to be clear.
So after you soften it, you actually say your view, clearly, not just hint at it.
I see it a little differently. I think the real issue here is
Polite and clear, both at the same time.
and ending a conversation. The exit phrases,
The most natural ones are, "It was so lovely talking to you. I should let you get on." Or, "I will let you go. I know you are busy."
both of these are kind. You are not saying, "I want to leave." You are saying, "I am thinking of your time."
And the other person feels good about the ending, instead of feeling dismissed.
Small phrases. Big difference. Let us talk about something important. Because the everyday conversations we described today, They look different around the world.
In some cultures, small talk is essential. You talk about the weather. You ask about someone's family. You comment on the day before you get to anything else.
And in other cultures, getting straight to the point is more respectful. Small talk feels like wasting time.
Neither approach is wrong. They are just different social codes.
But here is what matters for English learners. English-speaking cultures, particularly British and American, use a lot of small talk, a lot of social lubrication before the real conversation begins.
Social lubrication. Lubrication means making something move more smoothly. Social lubrication means the small, casual conversation that makes people feel comfortable before anything important happens.
And if you skip it, you can accidentally seem cold or abrupt, even when you are just being efficient.
So learning a few small talk phrases is not just about being friendly. It is about fitting into a social code.
If you are listening from a culture where direct communication is the norm, this might feel a little artificial at first.
And that is okay. It gets easier. And the more you use small talk in English, the more natural it starts to feel.
Not fake, just a different social language for a different context.
And the people you speak English with will appreciate it. They will feel more comfortable. And comfortable people are easier to talk to.
Which makes your English conversations easier too.
All right, here is your practical framework. We are calling it the 5 Conversation Rescue Phrases.
5 phrases. Learn these, and you can handle almost any unexpected English conversation.
Phrase 1. When you do not understand. I am sorry, could you say that again? I want to make sure I understood correctly.
Phrase 2. When you need time to think. That is a good question. Give me just a moment.
Phrase 3. When you want to say no politely. I appreciate you asking, but I am afraid that does not quite work for me.
Phrase 4. When you want to disagree. That is interesting. I see it a little differently, actually. I think...
Phrase 5. When you want to end a conversation. It was really lovely talking to you. I will let you get on.
Let us hear these in action. Imagine someone called Sarah. A colleague asks her to take on extra work. She says, I appreciate you thinking of me, but I am afraid I cannot take on more right now. Clean. Polite. Clear.
Or imagine someone called James. He disagrees with his manager in a meeting. He says, that is really interesting. I see it a little differently, though. From my side, I think, he does not disappear. He does not attack. He just says his view.
Or maybe you. Tomorrow. One of these situations will come up, and instead of freezing or avoiding, you will have the phrase ready. Already in your mouth. Already practiced.
Because the phrases that are practiced out loud are the ones that come out when you need them.
Say all 5 right now, out loud, to yourself, just to hear how they sound in your own voice. Word tour time. Max, start us off.
First, actually. A word that adds a natural conversational quality to English, making sentences sound relaxed and genuine. Example 1. I got it from a small market, actually. I was surprised how good it was. Example 2. Actually, I think that might be the best idea we have had all week. Did you catch that one?
Next, to make sure I understood correctly. A polite phrase that turns asking for repetition into an act of care and respect. Example 1. Could you say that again? I just want to make sure I understood correctly. Example 2. She always asked people to clarify before responding. She wanted to make sure she understood correctly. Did you hear that one?
To buy time. To use a phrase or action to give yourself a few extra seconds to think before responding. Example 1. She bought herself time by saying, "That is a great question," while her thoughts caught up. Example 2. Buying time in a conversation is not weakness, it is just good thinking. Did you catch that?
I am afraid. A polite softener meaning, unfortunately, used before delivering news that might disappoint. Example 1. I am afraid I cannot make it to the meeting on Thursday. Example 2. I am afraid that deadline is not going to be possible for us. Did you hear that one?
Social lubrication. The small, casual conversation that makes people feel comfortable before anything important happens. Example 1. A minute of small talk is social lubrication. It makes everything that follows flow more easily. Example 2. She learned that social lubrication was not wasted time. It was relationship building. Did you catch that?
Abrupt. Sudden and unexpectedly short or rude without the softening that social norms expect. Example 1. He did not mean to seem abrupt. He just did not know the small talk phrases. Example 2. Ending a conversation without the right phrases can feel abrupt even when you do not mean it to. Did you hear that one?
Dismiss. To treat something as unimportant and not worth consideration. Example 1. She did not want to dismiss his idea. She just saw it differently. Example 2. Good disagreement is not dismissing the other view. It is offering a different one. Did you catch that?
Efficient. Doing things quickly and without waste, achieving results with minimum effort. Example 1. He was efficient in conversations, he got to the point quickly, and did not enjoy small talk. Example 2. Sometimes what feels efficient in one culture feels cold in another. Did you hear that one?
Acknowledge. To recognize and show that you have noticed something, especially what another person said or felt. Example 1. Before disagreeing, she always acknowledged what the other person had said. Example 2. A simple "I understand how you feel" goes a long way. It acknowledges without agreeing. Did you catch that?
And our last word, norm. Something that is the usual, expected, or standard way of doing things in a particular group or culture. Example 1, in some cultures, getting straight to the point is the norm. Small talk is seen as unnecessary. Example 2, understanding the social norms of English-speaking contexts helps you navigate conversations more confidently. Did you catch that one?
We are at the end. And I want to say something simply and directly.
Go ahead.
Every day you have English conversations. Big ones, small ones, planned ones, surprise ones, and every one of them is a chance.
Not a test, not a performance, a chance to practice, to improve, to feel a little more comfortable than the last time.
And you now have 5 phrases that will help you in the moments that used to make you freeze.
Could you say that again? I want to make sure I understood. Give me just a moment. I am afraid that does not work for me. I see it a little differently. It was lovely talking to you.
5 phrases. That is all. Use one tomorrow. Just one.
Your comment homework. Which everyday English conversation do you find the hardest? Tell us. We read every single one.
And if this episode gave you something real today, share it with one person. Just one.
Thank you so much for being here. I'm Emma.
And I'm Max. Speak bravely today. And we will see you in the very next episode. Bye for now.
Bye!